I'm absolutely unhappy about the length of time that it's taken to get these body cameras in place. You figure over 600 days ago, right, nearly 2 years ago, we voted on the Board of E&A, and we voted to authorize the deployment of the free program that we put in place, that I put in place and negotiated on behalf of, for the city to get it done. After it was voted on at the Board of E&A to move forward with it, it never moved. We are sitting here right now today with a 7-year-old kid that has been murdered, and their parents are planning a funeral. What you hear coming from law enforcement, the courts, and everybody else around it, they're saying, hey, the community won't come forward and give us the information, right? Okay. When we look at some of the things that body cameras do, one of the things that body cameras do, they help to create a better environment between law enforcement, the city, and the community, okay, because the interactions between law enforcement and the community become better. Right, okay. There are more positive interactions that happen. Right, it begins to allow that healing process to happen. Especially now, given the fact that we have a $20+ million budget surplus, and everybody says it's about funding. Well, then now we just given the money that we have available, we should be able to address the issues of body cameras and take that off the table and move forward. Mm-hmm. The other thing is Operation Ceasefire. Okay. What the data shows us is that these old models that we are deploying, they don't work, right? The data shows us that in an urban setting, we're going to have to do something different, right? You have to have a public, what the new models show us is that a public health approach to addressing the issues of gun violence in an urban setting is the way to do it, and do it in a real manner and a sustainable manner. How much more data is it going to take to show that hotspot policing is not what needs to happen to address this issue in our city, right? It takes a much different approach than that. I have cousins that have had, their kids shot and killed. Right, my brother that was right above me, when he was shot and killed, not in the city of St. Louis, but he was shot and killed. He was my best friend, right? So I know that hurt and that pain. Mm-hmm. Just weeks ago, friends of ours that have, volunteered and helped, my office and other people, out for years. Some of their kids got. End up getting shot, right? This stuff is real and it's happening on a daily, it's happening all too often in our city. People need to remember that these folks, they're not just numbers, right? It's not just, number 1, number 2, number 131, number 252, or whatever it is, right? No, it was somebody's son, somebody's daughter, somebody's mother, father. Somebody loved these people that are being taken away. If we have solutions out there that could begin to help address these things that other cities are deploying today and driving their murder rate down, then why in the heck aren't we doing it?